Hey guys, it's Dustin. Today is, you know what, I didn't look at the date before I turned on the camera. One second. Today is May 31st and it is Wednesday. As you can probably see, I've got birds out this morning. I just finally couldn't stand it anymore this morning. I'm tired of not having birds out and just looking at them in here. So I went ahead and let them out. They've all been through that trap plenty of times in the look around and all that. I just took the look around off. Now I couldn't find the bob, which I had hung right here. I can't find it. I'm not sure what happened to it. I'll find it eventually, I'm sure. But I just made a new one. But a lot of the birds haven't come out. You can see these two younger grizzles haven't. This indigo, that other bird from the auction up there. Two of the birds from the auction have come out now. You see the black one there. There's a blue bar that I just brought back over. Oh, I don't know what pigeon this is in here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's one of mine from, I don't even know. I really should be keeping better track of them. But quite a few of them have come out. There's one from the auction. That's one from the auction. There's my older ash red grizzle and her niece, I guess. The smaller one being chased there, and then that's one of the old birds. Actually, they might be siblings, and that's their niece, but that might be a different pigeon. Anyways, no, I know it's not. That is. So, that one, the old bird, is a year older, but is a full-blooded sibling to that ash red, and then that's their niece right there, because his nest mate is the mother of that one. But that's more information than you'll really need to know, or more than you probably cared to know. But, and again, it's best to do this in the evening, but I'm not too worried about it. And I don't really have much of a problem with hawks, and I just couldn't really stand it anymore, so I let them out. There's Ash. Ash, you're going to make sure the young ones know what to do, right? He says, no, I'm going to barrel through the trap head first and get as much food as I can before they figure out what's going on. And then Abby's out here with me too, wherever she went. She's been hiding under the loft some. She's in there now. I can't. There she is. There's Abby. You can see through all the grass. Anyways, she'll be back out. I mean, I already got her out of there once and she went back under, so I'm just not worrying about it. At least under there I don't have to worry about any hawks or anything seeing her. So I let Elvis and Steve out too. I just wanted more birds sitting on top of the loft. They were all kind of flying around, but most of them being real young, they weren't really kidding together. They were just kind of everywhere. There goes Abby. Hey Abby. I think I figured out that Abby is a French Loft. I think the pigeons are scaring her. I was a little worried she might spook the pigeons, but it seems to be the other way around. Anyways, are you guys going to come out? I'm not going to make you. You just want to see if I have any food. Yeah, you want to know if I have any food. I do, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm just kind of trying to let things settle down now. They were flying around, but they've pretty much settled down now. I need to count. First I have to try and remember how many I've got. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, hold on. I think I may have lost count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I should have 20. 22 including Elvis and Steve. Elvis came into the loft here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 in the loft, including Elvis. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yep, they're all here. 22, including Steve and Elvis. Elvis is in here, creating chaos. Elvis wants a mate. Anyways, I've got something else to show you. Alright, so y'all remember I said that I was getting 8 birds from a guy from the club who had saved them for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it says 8. Anyways, so I got them last night. I'm very thankful for them, but unfortunately, one of them, let's see if I can tell which one it is. Is it you? Yeah. This one right here, I think. Yeah. This one here has a bad wing. Of course, I would never just sit a pigeon out here, but this one can't fly. His right wing is frozen shut. Like that. Anyways, so obviously I won't be able to race him. Oh, come back here. Anyways, stick him back. So, that's a little bit disappointing, but I'm willing to bet he probably didn't realize. Y'all know I've got a blue bar in my loft that's the same way. Its wing is frozen. I say frozen. I don't know if that's really the right word, but it can't move it. I can't stretch it out. So he'll have company. Y'all know some people would cull birds for something like that, but I don't. I consider it their life to be my responsibility, and despite not being able to fly, they can still walk and eat and do everything else pretty normally. So I'll just do my best to get them set up in a way that they will be able to get around and not have to use their wings so much. Y'all know I've got several other misfit pigeons like that, but so he'll have company. I am a little disappointed I won't get to race him though, but oh well, that's only one lost. Anyways, so doesn't look like any more of these guys have come out, which is fine. This one was trying to come out, but he's trying to come out through the trap there instead of going through the door. I'm thinking about just taking the trap off so they can do that. There we go. Stick it right here so I don't lose it, hopefully. Now they can go through the trap to get out if they want to. I mean, there's a pretty big door right there, but that's how they're used to getting out, so. Abby's still hopping around down here. I really would kind of rather her not be under there with all the pigeon poop, but that's what she decided she wanted to do. Come here, Abby. Come on out. She says, nah, I think I'm just going to stay. So that one just came out, but I think that's one that's already trap trained to the loft. I think that is the sibling to that ash red right there. Anyways, it's getting about to the point where I'd be pretty comfortable putting them away. I may go ahead and do that before a hawk shows up and ruins my day or something. Let's do that. Alright guys, so this has not gone real well. Elvis, that bird wants to go in the loft and Elvis keeps chasing it off. I really like being able to toss Elvis out and knowing that Elvis will fly for just a little bit and then come down which is good for getting birds that are just wanting to fly to come down. He'll fly up to them and join with them, and then he'll bring them down to the loft. But when it comes to trying to get birds to trap in, he's a nightmare. Now, most of the birds went straight in, but that's because most of the birds that came out were birds that were already trap trained and already knew what was going on. They wanted to come out and fly. They came out, they flew around, they came down with a few of the newer birds with them. And when I whistled, they went in, with the exception of that ash red grizzle over there. And then these, there's one bird from the auction, there's a bird from the auction. I think that's actually, okay, that pigeon is also already trap trained to the loft. So I've got 2 trap trained pigeons out here, which is good, but I wish that Elvis went into the loft and I pulled him back out to try and get some birds to come down, which worked, but now he's wreaking havoc and cares more about being up there than going in. So obviously these young birds don't know what's going on as far as Elvis chasing them around. Elvis wants to mate. They're young. They may not even necessarily be hens. They just don't like being chased around by a large pigeon. Thankfully that shouldn't be enough to really scare them off, but it is stopping them from trapping in and distracting them from looking and seeing, hey, there's the rest of the pigeons are eating in here, and now they're finished. So at least they're not able to come back out, I guess. That one's trying real hard, but it looks like the bobs stopped it. The bobs on that one are a little bit wider. I don't really like that. I'm afraid one might squeeze out. But I'm going to get some more food, feed them again, try and get Elvis to go in. Alright, so this is a little irritating. I thought they were pretty hungry, but this old bird, which I pulled out to try and get him trapped back in, have someone trapped back in with him, is just kind of walking around. This little bird right here, not too interested in going and eating or anything. They're looking for grit in the dirt. Not just looking, finding it. I could catch this one if I wanted to. If I wanted to, I could, but it's trap trained, so I'd rather it's trap trained, so I'd rather leave it out and let it trap in when it's ready, and hopefully get the newer birds to follow behind it. Elvis is still out here on top of the loft, trying to figure out what happened to my 1 or 2 auction birds that were still out here. So that's that one. Okay, the indigo, he never came out. She. That one, I'm not sure if it ever came out. Yeah, it did. That one came out but went back in. That one back there, that dark blue bar with a little white on its head, into that corner right there, it came out, or no, it never came out. But then there's one more real dark colored blue bar. There it is right there. And it looks like it wants to go in, but Elvis keeps chasing it off. I mean, he's not really intending to chase it away. He wants to mate with it. Of course, it's a, for all purposes, a baby. Doesn't have any interest in Elvis. Doesn't even understand what Elvis wants, so. Irritating, but we'll step inside the breeding loft. The breeding loft needs to have waters refilled. I know they've knocked down the ones in the aviary, but the ones in the bottom should still have some water, but need to fill it up so they have as much water as they want. Yeah, they're just about out of water, so this roller doing just fine, nice and big. These babies are going to be real light colored. These 2 babies down here doing just fine. She's got 2 eggs. He's just chilling. 2 eggs. Oh, look who finally decided to lay an egg. Been waiting on this one for a while. It's weird. It's kind of weird shaped. Look at that. It's kind of long and bigger on this end, a little bent looking. It seems to be real thin. I can see the air bubble right here. I can see the yolk right here. That's not good. I guess I'll give it to her for now, but I doubt if that egg is gonna, doubt that anything's gonna come of that egg. Down here should still be 2 eggs. Yeah. Here's April's baby, looking real nice. Blue grizzle with white wings, white tail, white head. Satinets should still have 2 eggs down here. Yeah, they've still got their eggs. These babies will be ready to be moved back out soon. Hopefully I'll begin building my new flying loft soon. I'm ready, but I'm waiting on a friend I'm getting the lumber from, so hopefully that'll be soon. Willie's still out here. Willie's doing just fine. Here, Willie. No. Oh well. No need to harass him. Not too much to report from in here, except that it's dirty and I need to clean it. I need to refill the waters too. I'll do that after I turn off the camera and I'm done with the video. They still got a little bit in there, but there's Elvis on the landing board. Hopefully he goes in. Look, Elvis, there's a bunch more pigeons you can try to woo in there. Go in there instead of harassing the ones out here. Nope. He's going to stay out here. Anyways, not too much I can do about the pigeons still out here. Oh, well, that one had gone in a few minutes ago. Never mind. Wonder what became of those few birds that were still out here. So there's Elvis. Alright, there's that auction bird, and there's that blue check is already trap trained. I wonder where the other old bird, it was also blue check, went that was out here. Oh, there he is. I thought maybe he'd trapped in. Anyways, they should go in for too much longer once Elvis stops harassing them. Not too worried about it. Anyways, I'm looking forward to flying them all. I figured out that with all the birds I've got now, plus the old birds, assuming all the eggs that I'm waiting on to hatch and all those babies make it, I'll be flying about 40 racing homers. Now they won't all be young birds. I'll have around like 38, no, that's not right, 33, something like 33 young birds. I don't remember exactly. Anyways, it's like, things have really turned around from not having many young birds at the beginning of the season, though. And again, this still isn't a lot, but now I'm going to see if I can't collect Abby and head on back in. Come here, Abby. Alright, so I finally got Abby. I stuck her in this cage so that she can't get away again, so I'm not accident out here. That bird's still hanging out right here. Elvis is still chasing them around all the way over there at the house, which is irritating. But I remembered there was something I forgot to show y'all. Right there. So there's Charles. I don't know that y'all can tell, but his tail is growing back. So, of course that was the idea. So let me sit this down here and show y'all. There's his tail, finally coming back in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know. I think he's got all 12 there. Anyways, so seems to be working out just fine. Of course, I expected it to. I've done this before, but so far, no ill effects from pulling the feathers out of his butt. And if you haven't watched the original video, I don't remember exactly what it is, what it's called, which one it was, but he broke his tail feathers somehow, so we pulled them all out so that they would grow back. And part of the reason I did that was just so he'd have a tail again. The other reason is I've had people tell me not to do it, but I've done it in the past, and I already know it. Done correctly, pulling feathers has no ill effects, so this is just kind of to Uh, um, well, I forgot exactly how I was going to say that. But anyways, just to show that it's not a big deal and can be beneficial. So he's going to have a tail now. He's got more of a tail than he did before. But I think that's everything. I filled up all their waters now, but I need to make a water and put in the basket for those new birds which are in quarantine. They will be for a couple more days. Elvis, I don't even know. I'm sure they'll go in. I just don't know exactly how much longer they'll be out before they do. There's still some food in there, so they'll be able to eat when they go in. Not that Elvis needs a reward. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. This update was a little choppy. I'm just trying to keep you up to date on what's going on. There wasn't a lot of planning went into this video, but be sure to like and subscribe for more updates as we get closer to racing. I've got everything that's in there, all the babies, eggs, whatever. Once they're grown up and moved into here, that's it. I'm done breeding racing homers. So the youngest I've got in there are some eggs that should hatch in about a week, 2 weeks. I don't know, somewhere around a week and a half from now. And that's the youngest birds I've got. Once they get moved over, I'm done. That's it. That's the cutoff point. And I will finally be able to just get to training and racing. The mourning dove just flew over. I don't know if, depending on where y'all live, I don't know if y'all have mourning doves, and even if not, y'all probably have some other kind of dove, but I don't know why, but this time of year, the mourning doves will do this thing where they'll come flying over the trees real fast, and they'll just glide down to whatever, down to their perch, down to the ground, whatever, and they look just like hawks. Scares me to death every time I see one. It spooks the pigeons too. Scared the chickens one time. Anyways, but then I'll be able to just race, just train and then race. So I'm looking forward to that. This whole adding more birds, adding new birds, getting them trained, and then adding new birds again, having to start all over. It's getting pretty old. So, but thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. And take care.